How do I open this?
Daredevil.
I'm just trying to make my city a better place.
Okay, Daredevil is a show.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Daredevil, the show?
I found it totally addictive. I watched the whole series in like 2 days, which is not healthy, especially around final exams. But I had a lot of problems with it too.
Yeah. I mean,
Fisk.
let's start with Fisk. See where that takes us.
I thought it was the funnest way they've ever done the character.
I thought Fisk was great.
Yeah.
He was absolutely, evil and twisted, but he also had this really kind of childlike thing going on where he was just so devoted to his girlfriend and so devoted to his
mom.
Yeah, his mom maybe more than his girlfriend. And yeah, it was really interesting to see that kind of tenderness in someone who's so twisted and so violent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think we all loved Foggy Nelson though, in terms of comic relief and.
I don't know.
He was great.
He was kind of depressing in some ways because he's just like always so run down and just so like greasy and just like
but also
but lovable.
He reminds me so much of like some people I went to high school with. He just seems so realistic.
Yeah.
So I thought he was great.
Yeah.
Elvin Henson as Foggy Nelson. What did you guys think of Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock / Daredevil?
I didn't mind him as the actor. I just felt like I just couldn't get over the blind part. I know that's how it's supposed to be, but just like
It wasn't entirely convincing.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I found the
I
same
just like
thing.
kept getting really distracted by the fact that he's just trying to look blind.
Well, they apparently had a blind consultant.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was his job to coach Charlie Cox on how to appear to be blind. But I agree, it wasn't entirely convincing. I feel as the only female here, I have to bring up the character of Karen Page. No, it just didn't work for me at all. It didn't work. She didn't work for me at all.
Why?
I was saying to Mitch earlier, I feel like her character was written by committee. Like, she had, like, there was one person writing her character who really wanted her to be the strong feminist character who can, hold her own against the guys. And then there was another person writing her character who was like, we need like a damsel in distress who is going to be like the center of a love triangle. Comic books in general have this long history of sexism, and that's just something which the industry, the genre has to deal with and has to fight. And I mean, gradually we're beginning to see people kind of moving out of this, and you get stronger female characters who aren't kind of relegated to the damsel in distress role. But at the same time, you also still have these things hanging over them, this kind of expectation that is the role of the woman. And I just really want to see new things happen. I really hope that doesn't happen with like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and the other Marvel shows that are coming up soon. What about the villains? I mean, we talked about Fisk. Personally, I loved the character of Wesley. I thought he was really good. But the other villains, I kind of had a problem with the way that you had Nobu, Madame Gao, and the Ranskov brothers, and they're all just these terrible, stereotypical, kind of racist things, like the Russian gangster brothers who've escaped from prison and are out to, I don't know if that worked for me. I thought...
Well, they referred to them as the Russians, or...
Yeah, the Russians and the Chinese and the Japanese. Okay, I think I'm finally ready to talk about Daredevil's costume. What the f*** was up with Daredevil's costume?
He's blind, he doesn't know.
At the end, I was pretty ticked. I'm like...
I've been waiting this whole season for this.
Yeah.
I'm all for corniness in superhero. I don't feel like that's a bad thing in a superhero movie.
It's really kind of a trademark almost.
No, it's okay to be corny.
To me, the whole series felt like an introduction.
I was really surprised to see how high the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb were.
That blows me away.
Well,
I never expected 90%.
As an action show, like the fight scenes are brilliant.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for people who are film snobs, so to speak. Anyone who is looking for a really high quality, tightly written TV show, it's probably not what you're looking for. But if you want a really fun, kind of fluffy action TV show, then yeah, give it a shot, because you'll probably enjoy it.
Yeah. And I mean, we spoiled the shit out of everything.
Sorry.
No, we didn't reveal that Wilson Fisk is Daredevil's mom yet.
Oh yeah. And the fact that like Foggy and what's her name are sister and brother. Awkward.
Yeah.
I think it's good for everybody, including film buffs. But for film buffs, it's maybe more of like a, you're eating chips type thing.
Very much. It's junk food.
I did go through a few bags.
Junk food TV.
What's that?
I went through a few bags while I watched it.
Do we have a number? Do you have a number? Do you want to give a number?
If I give a number, I'll
Question
disagree
mark.
with it tomorrow.
Question mark. You?
In terms of junk food television, it was like a 10 out of 10. It was great.
Yeah.
But in terms of good television, it was more like a 6 out of 10.
Okay, and I think if I were to consolidate all my scales into one, I would probably pull it out at like a 65%. Something around
right.
there.
Yeah.
A hard professor.
Something like
He's a hard marker.
Do you believe in the devil, Father?
I believe he walks among us.